more jammers to worry about. Let's head to the Southern Environmental Observatory. See that, Sam? Those ghost mechs up ahead haven't noticed we're here. Let's try and keep it that way, shall we?
Hey Sam, it's Tarman. We've almost finished making our adjustments to the DHV Magellan's main cannon. Once you've brought the Southern Environmental Observatory into the Chiral network, that region will be within range of our weaponry. So feel free to let us deal with the remaining hostiles over there. Just focus on getting you and your Cupid to the observatory and putting it on the grid ASAP. You can do it.
These ghost mechs managed to make it this far. The facility is in danger. We need to eliminate them before they attack. Get behind cover! Honestly, Sam, you're incredible. We should be able to connect the facility to the network now.
You're a welcome sight, mate. I'm sure we'd have survived if you hadn't shown up when you did. Let me check your order info. You went on a rampage. Bloody brilliant job. You know, I can't imagine what would have happened to this place if you'd never come along. I really can't. And now we can finally get on the chiral network. Connect that Cupid of yours.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Connection established without issue. Well, that's a relief. Our staff have all been taking shelter underground on account of the emergency situation. But now I think we can relax a little bit. More accurate observations ought to help too. Speaking of which, we've detected abrupt chiral field disruptions in several locations. Indicative of plate gate emergence, I reckon. Keep expanding network coverage and we'll find out soon enough. Unfortunately, though, the tar currents near our facility are still looking awfully rough, so we can't declare our emergency resolved just yet. The DHV Magellan won't be able to join you here either. It's gonna take some work to get to the bottom of this mess. I'm afraid I can't do much for you given the circumstances, but I'll be sure to thank you properly later. Just know that we're all really grateful. Take care, mate.
Uh-oh! Guitar goblin!
You know, truth be told, I don't really care if you and your crew link up the continent or not.
Sam!
Because I'm here just for one reason.
Get up!
And that's to make you suffer. Can't kill a repatriate for good. But boy, you're about to learn. There's far worse things than dying. So, let's kick it off with some pain. My everlasting flamethrower here has a little bit of an appetite for Kyrie. So, the moment you come back from the scene all covered in the stuff, flames roar to life, the body starts to burn once more. You will writhe in agony. And then you will die. And you'll return once more. Nothing you can do to get you out of it. And it won't be long before the pain becomes more than physical. So y'all caught up now? That thing and its colorful past? The whole child of a partner who betrayed you once upon a time thing, I mean. Yeah. That's it. Suffer for me, baby. There ain't no turning gazer for you, Sam. No crossing over to the other side. So suffer. Yeah. Suffer. Through the day you were born. I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes, and I'll wait. And soon I'll see your smile in our dream. And and I still hear your heartbeat. by your side. Close your tired eyes. I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in a dream.
What did he do to you?
Oops. Catch you later.
Stuck in a loop of death and resurrection. Before his high is completely incinerated, he returns to us. His body is restored, only to be burned again. Don't! Even if you speed up time, the flames won't die. Come on, Sam, come on! I don't know what to do!
We've extended chiral network coverage all the way to the Southern Environmental Observatory, and it's all thanks to Sam. His injuries have completely healed too. Deadman, by way of Hartman's Ha, said as much after he finished his examination.
Trust me, Fragile. I'm a doctor, and I know Sam's body better than just about anyone. He's doing fine. No need to worry. Thanks to a healthy dose of Rainey's Corfol, he's as good as new. Or right as rain, as you might say. Even for a repatriate, to die and be resurrected so many times in quick succession. I feared the worst. It's a miracle he made it through.
I'm sorry to say that the tar currents near the Southern Environmental Observatory are still unstable. Consequently, we'll need to keep the DHV Magellan here to defend the facility for the time being. All things considered, paving the way to Terminal Fort Knott is a Herculean task, and Sam's going to have to dig deep to see it done.
Don't worry, Sam's up for the challenge.
Thanks to Tarman and Deadman's efforts, his Ha may have made a full recovery. But the same can't be said of his Ka. And this journey was also meant to give Sam's mind an opportunity to heal. Isn't that right, Fragile? Soon, we'll have linked up our final objective. This will mark the end of our travels together. Which means the time to have that conversation with Sam is fast approaching. I believe we should tell him sooner rather than later. But what do you think? Well, perhaps I should broach the subject first. Something wrong?
Lou's not looking right in there.
Here, show me.
What do you think? It's almost like Lou's fading away.
Is that so? And I'd say we're making progress.
I don't understand.
She asked me to help.
What?
Before we set out on our journey together, Fragile, she asked me to help you. To act as your therapist so that you could process the loss of your child. Sam, hear me out. Lou's been gone for a long, long time now.
No. Lou's right here. We just traveled across Australia together. I'll show you.
The pod you brought on this journey has been empty from the start. The truth is, I'm the one who's been operating your Odra deck. And it's because of that connection that I was able to share your flashbacks.
Hey, Sam. Can you take a picture of us?
Do you see? Nothing has changed. The pod has always been empty. We decided not to dispute what you said you saw, but to give you the support you needed instead. In this way, we believed we could help you come to terms with Lou's death.
Wait, what do you mean Lou's death? What are you talking about?
Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
Fragile was only worried about you.
I couldn't stand to leave you there, broken. I wanted you to live, to move forward.
From the beginning, Lou was never there. I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong. Death can tear us apart. We'll always be connected.
No, we won't. Lou's gone. And that's that.
Trust me, Sam. We will always be with you, no matter what. You will never, ever be alone.
should allow us to resolve this problem. But the DHV Magellan must remain stationed at the Southern Environmental Observatory to defend it from potential threats, meaning we cannot provide you with transport. You've helped us come this far. Too far to give up when we're so close. Sam, you're the only one who can handle this job. Take as long as you need, but whenever you're ready, access the terminal at Hartman's lab and review the brief for this main order.
Tomorrow.
I sincerely hope you understand, Sam. Fragile never stopped thinking about how all of this was affecting you. Whenever you weren't around or were asleep, Fragile approached me to see how you were holding up under the strain. She wanted to know how often you talked to Lou in the pod, how much everything weighed on your mind, if you ever thought about what happened. She had faith that you would one day come to accept the reality of your situation. It wasn't just for your sake. Fragile needed you too. There are people out there who need help, Sam. Whenever you're ready to face what's next, summon your strength and get to it.
Sam, Tarman here. I want you to take a good look at the DHV Magellan. Her main cannons are operational, and it's all thanks to you. Contact us whenever you require fire support, and we'll be sure to oblige.
Did you take a look at that post from the Southern Environmental Observatory on the SSS? It seems ghost mechs are active in their local region, and the tar currents there are still in a rather chaotic state. This is Higgs's doing, all in service to a greater plan. We shouldn't underestimate him either, Sam. Let's take care on our way to Hartman's lab.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Getting to Hartman's lab will require us to cover considerable distance. But there are all kinds of things that can help us. Get there faster. Highways, zip lines, you name it. This journey is a major undertaking, so let's plan carefully and take advantage of everything that's available. You know,
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated.
This one's for you.
see we're outside chiral network coverage. If we come across any cargo marked for people living in this region, delivering it might make them more amenable to getting connected.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted. Inside facility grounds. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
return.
Once again, Sam, I'm sorry we couldn't bring you straight here on the DHV Magellan. That was one hell of a trip, and you must be absolutely knackered. Be sure to take as long as you need to rest before tackling more work. All right? For my part, I'll have a crack at assessing several potential routes for your next main order. We can discuss them when we take a look at the map later on. As for the cargo, I'll let Charlie tell you all about it.
Sam, this is Charlie. Network infrastructure between the Southern Environmental Observatory and Terminal Fort Knott has been disabled for reasons unknown, though we strongly suspect Ghostmech's sabotage is to blame. To address this, we've decided to reroute network traffic through the F7 North Distribution Center. However, the distance is too great for us to establish a direct connection at this time. That being the case, we'll need to utilize the way stations situated between the two sites. The device required to activate them is stored at this facility. Collect it before embarking on your journey to the distribution center. You know what to do, Sam. We'll rendezvous on site later.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Listen up, Sam. The F7 North Distribution Center is a long ways away, and by my reckoning, there's a number of different viable routes. The shortest, most direct path would involve you cutting through the snowy mountains, a dangerous proposition to say the least. You might find zip lines, ladders, and other structures en route to make your life a little easier, but without those conveniences, you'll need to make that deadly trek the hard way. If you're still keen, make sure you pack all the mountain climbing essentials and then some. Alternatively, you could forego the mountain route and circle round to take advantage of the roads to the east. Though if they're still in disrepair, or there aren't any bridges or other structures available, you'll need to come prepared to put in some work. Finally, heading west around the mountains would mean retracing your steps and going back the way you came. A fair few porters have already made use of that route since you paved the way. I imagine you'll find it easier going than the first time through. That route will also bring you close to the monorail. Get it up and running, and you can catch a ride too. Ultimately though, the route you take and the methods you utilize are entirely up to you. So take a moment to weigh your options and prepare as you deem fit.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait. We've met before. At this very facility, in fact. You might remember? My hand, at least. How's our mutual friend doing? Hardman and I have been working together to study water samples collected on the beach. My research prevents me from leaving this place. So I'm going to have to rely on you, Sam. Allow me to review your order information. Well, look at what you brought me. I didn't think I'd ever see this again. I've made great strides in my work thanks to you, and want to give you this data as thanks. I am increasing the amount of materials you can use here. My way of helping you.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The schematic I've shared is for a refined extra battery. It boasts increased capacity, despite not being any bigger than the old version. It's one of the research projects I decided to take over from our mutual friend in preparation for your arrival. I think there's still plenty of room for improvement, though. You know, Sam, we've actually got something in common. Dooms. I can hear the waves of the beach, and sense the flow of tar in the Earth's crust. This is what led me to suspect that water might be circulating between the beach and our world. As I immersed myself in my research, I also discovered that my body had begun to undergo certain changes. I had developed a condition that affected me every 21 minutes. I know, just like a certain someone. Our symptoms are a little different, though. First of all, only Doom's sufferers seem to develop them. In my particular case, I vomit every 21 minutes due to a form of gastric reflex spasm syndrome. The muscles of my stomach cease to function properly for a time, and everything in my system comes back up. I'd rather others didn't see this, so I keep to myself in the back room. That's where I was when you first came to this laboratory. I'm sorry I wasn't able to greet you properly then. I hope I can call on you again. Please, tell our friend I say hello.
Order completed. Well done.
I'm so glad you're here.
good to get the feet warmed up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can, Sam. Now this is living. Ba-ban, ba-ban, ban, ban. Ba-ban, ba-ban, ban, ban. Ba-ban, ba-ban, ban, ban. Nice and warm.
for that.
progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
I'm guessing you're Sam, right? You've come a very long way just to make this delivery. I should only need a moment to inspect the cargo. This cargo's in practically perfect condition. Unbelievable. I've been looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully this won't be the last time. Okay. Use your Cupid to put us online.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Well, looks like we're finally on the chiral network. I really respect what you drawbridge folks have been doing. Being a part of it all is such a great honor. The situation here was pretty dire, but deep down, I just knew that with your help, we'd get through it. It broke my heart when the Earth opened up and swallowed Cardinal Fort Knott. Ever since that day, the tar currents and chiral fields have only grown more unstable. I doubt these anomalies will get any better until you finish linking up the continent. But only a bit further to go, right? I'm sure we can finish strong. I just hope all the ghost mechs sighted in this region lately won't slow you down. They're with Higgs, right? He has everyone worried. So, to better prepare you for whatever he has planned, I've shared data for a quadruple rocket launcher. Don't hesitate to use it to keep yourself safe. Once upon a time, I had aspirations of joining Fragile Express. Wanted to work alongside the living legend herself. Help her to reconnect the world, one delivery at a time. But circumstances often dictate the course of our lives, you know? So I ended up joining an APAC distribution team instead. Regardless of who I work for, I'd like to try and support Fragile's mission. Do what I can to unite the people in the same way she has. Yeah. The ground beneath it became incredibly unstable. Possibly due to the craziness with the tar currents. With the city gone, an alternate route for chiral network expansion had to be devised. The plan was to extend the network from the Southern Environmental Observatory to Terminal Fort Knott, though that's no longer an option either. But I'm confident that the network stabilizer you brought is just the thing we need to deal with this latest complication. We'll do what we can to provide support. Looking forward to working with you. Thank you again for stopping by. So you know, we intend to continue research and development of powerful technologies. We'll give it everything we've got, but with our limited number of staff, it might take a while. And we'd appreciate any help you can provide as well. I wish you and all the drawbridge folks the very best of luck.
Sam, the tar current's behaving strangely again. We're unable to rendezvous with you just yet. The conditions are similar to when we observed that tarfall phenomenon before. I strongly urge you to proceed with caution.
This is Neil's doing, Sam. I'm sure we'll find him waiting for you beyond the tarfall. You need to confront him one last time. There's still so much we don't know about what happened. The nature of his relationship with Lucy, the baby that she was carrying at the time, and Lou, who was apparently born back then too. We need to see how all these pieces fit together if we're ever going to find the whole truth. So meet with Neil Vana and settle things once and for all. Coming?
The hell was that?
gravity is weird here. You okay, Sam? Still has minions to spare. Taking fire! Hey, Aurora! How about this?
Let's go.
Did you see that, Sam? I believe we were just shown a vision of events from Neil's past. Is it possible he was trying to communicate something? In any case, you need to go after him, Sam. Find Neil and find the answers you seek. Neil is somewhere above us. I think he went up to another car. Whoa! I think we're falling upward, Sam! Sam, this whole carriage is going down! Forget about Neil, we need to keep moving.
Just to make it more romantic. I have something else. What? How do you say? What, Sam? Sam! I'm so sorry. I'd try to protect him. I'm sorry. From Lucy. For you.
What is this?
Keep Lou safe.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For a living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then?
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive. Stop! 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 Stop!
They're off. Just you and me. You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal, guilty of illegally entering our country on multiple occasions.
The only thing that I'm guilty of is doing your dirty work.
And by way of compensation, we have overlooked your crimes.
Thank you.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
Bring it on, because I'm not doing this shit anymore.
But what makes you think you have a choice? Neil? You understand me? Neil? Neil! You're going to do this job, Neil.
What's wrong?
I need to get out. This porter work is killing me. It's fucking killing me. What I've done is so wrong.
You can talk to me, Neil. What kind of cargo have they got you carrying?
No.
This is a safe space. You're not recorded. What kind of cargo?
Cargo light. Bring dead. Pregnant women.
No one would possibly allow that.
That's why I have to smuggle them in. They make me bring them over from Mexico. Raw material for human sacrifice.
Okay. Neil, take a deep breath. Neil, listen, breathe. Try to count.
I can't do this anymore.
Breathe. With me, Juan.
Ooh, you're wearing my scarf. What?
There's this car. I think someone's been watching me.
Do you mind this car?
Yeah, that's the car.
I'm pretty sure it's a security vehicle. I'll check on it. Now look. Look here.
Stop it. Be sure to delete all those.
Yeah. See?
So it seems that he's the father. The baby zodiac sign will be Cancer. Assuming the due date's correct.
How sure are you?
This thing between us. It was a mistake.
No. No, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake.
We just got...
Look at me.
We got caught up in our emotions. We weren't thinking straight, that's all.
It was not a mistake. I don't care if it's his baby you're carrying. To say I love you.
I love him, Neil. Which means this has to end. I'm sorry.
Well, it would seem that Neil has vanished. Whether he managed to achieve some form of nirvana, I couldn't say, but I doubt we'll be seeing him again. Which just leaves the matter of that curious gift he gave you. Hopefully Fragile can tell us more.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Oh, it seems the vehicle you were using earlier is in that open space over there.
nothing in the tank.
Good morning to you.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
So you know, Sam, I had that item Neil gave to you delivered into Fragile's care. She'll analyze it and will let us know its significance in due course. All right, Sam. What do you say we head out and get to work? Sam, I think it's high time we get going. All this relaxation is no good for my sciatica. Sam, I think it's high time we get going. All this relaxation is no...
Hey, Sam. Can I come in? I need to talk to you about your child.
I don't want to hear it.
Yes, you do, Sam. This is a memory drive. On it was a record of Lucy unveiling some dark secrets on what the Bridges researchers had planned. Details of women brought over from Mexico for the BB experiments. The ones that Neil Vanna trafficked for Bridges. It was through his therapy that Lucy found out about it all when he confessed to everything he'd done. Sam, I know you were more than just her patient. You were her partner.
I didn't stop her from cheating on me.
Wait. That's not the whole story. We also know who the baby's real father was. It was you, Sam. The record leaves no room for doubt. The child that Lucy was carrying wasn't Neil's. It was yours. Lucy left you a heartfelt apology, along with an explanation. Your child was extraordinary. The offspring of the repatriate who was the world's first BB. Lucy knew that if the Bridges researchers found out, they would use the baby as a test subject. So she lied. She pretended the child was Vanna's to mislead them. But she always intended for you to discover the truth one day. That's why she gave this necklace to him.
Incoming distress call from the network node. There's an army of ghost mechs right on their doorstep. We need to secure the node. Lose it, and it could cripple the entire network.
I'm headed to the bridge, Sam. You better get ready.
All right.
Heads up, everyone. He's here. Sam, we're in the endgame now. No matter what it takes, we have to link up this final network node. And I called this mission briefing to ensure that we're all on the same page. Our objective and its surroundings are defended by a sizable contingent of ghost mechs. Clearly, they're not going to make it easy for us.
So, here's the plan. Tarman, you'll helm the DHV Magellan, as always. Rainey, I want you on the radar.
Leave it to me.
Depending on how things go, I may ask you to use your powers too. I was hoping you could provide fire support for Sam, with the ship's cannons.
That shouldn't be a problem. If necessary, I can use this to stay in the action.
As for you, tomorrow.
You know, she's arguably the best marksman on the ship, which would make her an ideal candidate for the miniguns.
Miniguns?
The DHV Magellan happens to have 2 of them mounted up top. The operator can control them remotely from the bridge. So you wouldn't be in any more danger than the rest of us.
And if she's even half as good as she's been in VR, those mechs won't stand a chance, right?
It's like VR? I can do that.
Dolman, you look after Sam.
But of course.
And Sam, you'll be handling the delivery. Plot your route as you see fit.
Alright. Be advised that we will only be able to provide fire support within the chiral network. Outside of it, the cannons become inaccurate, meaning too great a risk of collateral damage.
The advanced party set up a number of chiral network way stations. We should be able to make use of them. While they were originally built to improve signal strength, they could, once activated, be reconfigured to expand network coverage.
Which would also allow us to move the ship closer.
It's up to you if you want us on hand to provide fire support, Sam.
That said, if you're too close to the network node, you're back in collateral damage territory. Please, bear that in mind.
Once we link up this last node, we'll have succeeded in bringing the Australian continent into the chiral network. Our defenses will be stronger than ever, and we'll be able to get rid of those ghost mechs for good. So, let's do what we came here to do.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this.
Fragile.
Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam.
The final site to be connected is within reach at last. Per APAS's calculations, establishing a connection here could potentially lead to the manifestation of 3 gates. Based on what happened in Mexico, it is likely that these portals have already emerged in nascent form, appearing only as minor distortions in space, invisible to the naked eye. These fissures will gradually develop, and once total chiral connectivity is achieved, they may, with time, eventually mature into fully fledged conduits, allowing travel to and from other lands. It remains unclear whether or not all 3 of these fissures will stabilize and develop into gates, but you will see for yourself once you've linked up the remaining site. On a different subject, I've completed my investigation into the link between Higgs and APAC. I'll tell you more once you've put Terminal Fort Knott on the grid.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Sam, this is Charlie. The time has come to link up our final destination. So allow me to review the specifics for you. All right. Step 1. You will need to use your Cupid to bring this first way station onto the network. Enemy ghost mechs have already been deployed in the surrounding area, though. Attempt to slip past unnoticed or engage in open combat, I'll leave the decision to you. The DHV Magellan will provide support with its miniguns should any mechs come within range. Naturally, we will also keep the ship's main cannon at the ready to fire upon viable targets when necessary. Should you require our assistance, give the order, and we will be happy to oblige. Be sure to keep these various factors in mind when devising your plan of attack, Sam. Once the first way station's on the grid, it's time to move on to the next one. You will find it at this location. Be advised that you will be unable to expand chiral network coverage if you don't connect these way stations in the correct order. In other words, if you go to the second way station first, you will be unable to establish a connection with your Cupid. Now, once the second way station is online, you will need to cross the bridge and deliver the drawbridge terminal unit to Terminal Fort Knott. Then, use the Cupid to bring the city onto the network and complete the order. You will receive the necessary cargo after this briefing. Once the Cairo network covers the entire continent, the ghost mechs that have been emerging from the tar currents will no longer be able to come and go as they please. At least that is what APAS's simulations have indicated. This concludes my briefing. You still have a long road ahead of you, but we'll be here to provide constant support. We expect that you will face fierce resistance, the likes of which you've not yet seen. You will almost certainly require plenty of weapons, blood bags, and other consumables to achieve your goals. Don't skimp on supplies when selecting your equipment. Now then, plot your route and see to all necessary preparations. The cargo you'll be taking with you on this run has been fitted with a Cairo network path calculation system. This component is required in order to connect way stations using your Cupid, so you must have it in your possession when accessing their terminals. Make sure you don't lose it.
Feels good.
By the end of this, we'll have linked up the entire continent. So let's give it our all, Sam.